Hi Primary Ballets, it's Miss Katie. I thought we would do some ballet in my kitchen. So we're going to have a little practice of some of the moves that you do in your primary set work. So we're going to start off with our knee bends. The proper word for knee bends is plie. Means the same thing, means to bend. So we really need to stand tall with our feet in first, straight legs here. Don't lock your arms, girls. Make sure they're nice and soft on your skirts and curves. And boys, holding your waist with your fingers together and your palms down. So you do your first knee bend and really concentrating on making that lovely diamond shape. And then it stretches and everything back up together. So you do 2 of those. And then you're going to point your right foot and it slides along the floor with a straight leg and points. And it slides all the way back and join. And the other side, slides and slides and slides. Point all the way back. So don't bend the knee and plonk it, and don't lift it and tap it on the floor. It's got to, imagine you're drawing a line with the bottom of your foot and then you finish it with a point, and then you're going to rub out that same line as the foot comes back in. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way through twice. So let me do it with the music. So standing nice and tall. And plie. Keeping those legs straight. And point 1, in, 2. And again, plie and stretch. Plie and stretch. And point. And then to finish, stand tall. Well done. Okay. We're now going to have a practice of our rises with our arm movements. So we're going to, for this one, we turn our feet from first into parallel, so we're not so wobbly. We hold our skirts again, or our hips, or our waist, sorry boys, waists, and we rise up as high as we can without letting our feet do this. If our feet are doing this, it's because you're going too high for your little ankles. So we don't want our wobbly ankles, but we do want to try and get as high up on the ball of the foot as we can. So that might sound really easy, but there are a couple of things you really need to think about for this one. So we don't want to swish and wobble like we're on a boat. We want to be able to pull everything in and squeeze, 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 squeeze on the way up and squeeze, 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 squeeze on the way down. Remember, I always say, imagine you've got a piece of paper underneath your heels. So you have to kind of just kiss the floor and then straight back up again. We don't want to see plonk, up, plonk. We want it to be as slow and as smooth as you can. Maybe you can imagine that you've got something on your head. Imagine if you had a massive bowl of water on your head and you don't want to spill it as you're doing it. So, hands on waist, hands on skirts. So we rise up and down 3 times. And after the 3rd time, we do a little breath with the arms, looking over to the right, little breath and down. Now, I know you love a breath, but don't get carried away. It's not a big wafty one. It's a little, breathe there. Pick up your skirt or your waist again. Another 3 rises. And then this time you're going to do your breath over the other side. Little breath. And then you just finish in your starting position. Okay, so remember, as smooth as you can and as controlled as you can. So no wobbling. So pulling those tummy buttons, squeeze around your bottoms, everything really, really squeezing to help you balance. And right. See the wobble? It's because I wasn't squeezing my tummy hard enough. I think I've eaten too many Easter eggs. So yeah, make sure you're really squeezing so you don't wobble like Miss Katie did. Alright, the last one we're going to do today, this is our really tricky one. It's a step to the side and lift. So in class we normally hold our skirts, but today we're going to put our hands on our waist, everybody, so girls and boys. So palms flat, nice and tall. Don't lose your elbows. Make sure we can see them, shoulders down, neck really, really long, feet in first. So our step and our lift. We have to dégage to the side to start with. Then we transfer our weight. Then we point this foot, and remember what we said that our heels have to have a little kiss. So it comes into first, and then it lifts forward, just nice and low, and then it comes back in again. Okay, so there's a lot of detail in this one. That's what makes it really, really tough to get right. So really, really pay attention to all the steps. So we start in first, we dégage, we transfer our weight. Our legs are straight. We fully extend our other leg. It comes in, sliding on the floor. It kisses our heel, and then we lift it forward. And then we go back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now notice the only time when you bend your leg is when the leg is in the air. And you want to keep it a nice angle. You don't want it all this bent. You want it just a little bit bent. And remember, we're talking about, imagine if you have a star on the inside of your heel and you want to be shown